Hello, everybody.
Howdy doody. Howdy doody there.
All right, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Mikestand. It's our second Sunday edition of the Historical Comic Retrospect, and I'm here with my co-host, of course, Apex from Apex Comics. Um, so before we talk about what we're going to be doing tonight, of course, I'm going to hand it off to Apex moment to give him a chance
Uh,
to promote
yeah, let
promote
me,
Finbat. Why don't you tell us a
well,
little bit
let
about
me go
Finbat, my
share
friend?
my screen here. One
Oh yeah, let me.
momento. And yes, here we go. It is. Okay, great. Go ahead and hit yeah, thank you. Yes,
Okay.
Fembat Volume 1, my very first campaign
Actually,
on Fun Mike.
hold on a sec. Hold on a sec, Jen. I'll be right back.
Okay. Anyway, guys, this is great. Hello, Cross Comics Rick Piper, my friend. Hello, hello. I can't highlight your name because I'm not in control. Finbat Volume 1, 13 backers, $679. I'm trying to raise a $1,000 goal to help fund it. Much appreciated. You get these wonderful tiers, $25. You get a wraparound cover, Finbat Volume 1 by yours truly, Brett Cantrell. That's me. And this is the homage to Power Comics #1 from 1977. I decided to do that. I love that cover. This is my Finbat Moonlight variant cover, and nice moon in the background. Nice golden, beautiful globe tatas right there at you. We have the $20 sketch cover, the blank sketch cover. You can draw on it. Have fun drawing some Finbat characters, whatever you want to put on the cover. It's up to you. We have the 3 cover tier, all 3 covers for $70. Got a back on that one. And if you guys want to buy some nice, much cheaper comics, there's a $7 tier. Enforcer Inc. versus Devastator, 24 page. It's a 4x6 mini comic, full color, nice kaiju action. Enforcer Inc. is my Avengers from the 80s versus the Devastator, a giant robot that they're fighting over the guardianship of San Diego. And I have the Fembat Fiesta Everything tier for $125. You get all 3 covers of the Fembat Volume 1 and a copy of, a limited edition bookmark, which is big. Get 2 prints, limited edition prints, a 11x17 fold out poster of Apex Comics Universe of Characters, bonus mystery ash can, and 1 Enforcer Inc. versus Devastator mini comic. And if you want to collect some original art, I got some for $400 per page. But if you for your purchase of original art, you get a free copy of Fembat Volume 1 wraparound cover. And let me know if you want me to sign it or not. That'd be
Oh.
great. So yeah, this is an ongoing thing. I'm thinking about cutting it off around mid-May. The product should be shipped starting July 23rd of 2025.
Yeah.
Yep.
Apparently, I'm sorry. I gotta interrupt you for a quick moment. I just had a signal issue there for a moment. I was, basically, I was like getting the swirly screens on there, so I don't know how
Oh,
much
Rick,
of that.
Rick says, when might you be free to come on my channel to promote? Oh, I'd love to come on your channel, Rick. When are your, let me see. I have this coming Saturday off, so maybe Saturday, perhaps, Rick. Is that good for you? DM me on the X Twitter at Comics Apex if you want to get a hold of me, Rick. We'll set something up. I'd love to come on your channel. Much appreciated, man. Anyway, getting back here, here's the stretch goals. If I reach 2,500, you guys get a free giant Fembat bookmark. Yeah, for 5,000, the entire book will be in full color. When that happens, I'll throw in a variant
Oh,
black and white, all black and white book, Fembat. That way, people might want a black and white instead of a full color. Their choices. For 7,500, 8 more pages added to the book. And if I happen to reach 10 grand, which would be a miracle, the free Fembat trading card. So thank you very much. Check it out on Fund My Comic. I need to put the link in the chat, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I don't know what's been happening. The last couple of times I tried to like highlight a chat, that's when I've had the signal problem.
oh,
Oh
didn't have
boy.
that happen. I'll
Yeah.
put it on in the chat for you guys. Should have done
Yeah.
that to begin with.
Yeah. And of course, a friendly reminder to everybody, if you haven't already, if you guys can like and share the stream, see if we can get some more friendly people in here to engage. That'd be appreciated. Also, if anything here we talk about tonight grabs your attention, feel free to comment and or ask questions. We'll try to answer the questions to the best of our ability. So let's see. Anything more to say, Apex?
Well, yeah, buy my book. Buy my book. I'm gonna. Good stuff is gonna make in the process of making a new Fembat trailer. So I'll find it later on the program. My old one, I can play my old one before the end of the program. So there you go.
Oh, yeah.
So
And
this
of
will be
course,
good.
as part of my coverage yesterday or Friday when I was doing the article from Bleeding Fool, I of course put the link up on that channel as well, along
Cool.
with the other like when I do those articles, I usually will put I'll go over to the whatever links they link to, and I'll put them on my channel just so in the chat so people can access them as well. So,
Yeah.
anyways, okay, well,
Here's
yeah,
the
you
link
just
right here in the chat. I just put it in just now. Yeah, highlight it there. There it is, Fembat Volume 1. My very first campaign. Very excited. All you other wonderful YouTubers out there like Rick Piper has had campaigns, and I finally got one, finally out. So I feel like I'm part of the gang, the community. That feels really good. Yeah.
all right.
There you
All
go.
right. So, anyways, anything more you'd like to add, or shall we get ready to move on?
Let's move on.
All right. So, with all that being said, so tonight Sundays have become our new nights for our historical comics retrospect. This week we're looking at comics that went on sale from what we know of today as Marvel, what was back in the time that we're going to known as Timely Comics. Back to March of 1940. We're going to be looking at, of course, Marvel Mystery Comics Volume 1, number 8, looking at a crossover story between the Human Torch and Namor.
Yeah.
Then we're going to be heading over to Daring Mystery Comics Volume 1, Issue 5, in which we're going to be looking at Monaco the Magician, as well as introducing you guys to Falcon, Carl Burgess Falcon. And then we're going to be going over to Mystic Comics, Volume 1, Issue 3, and Hercules. But of course, before we do get into the readings, we are now going to take a quick peek at two of the heroes we're going to introduce tonight, Falcon and Hercules, or at least Marvel's versions. And of course, one of the first things we will point out here is that this Falcon is not Sam Wilson. This is Carl Burgess.
Carl Burgess, or 616.
There he is. Now, of course, we're not going to read the whole bio because the bios will usually come in the stories anyways, the histories and all that. But what we will do, we'll focus on, so attributes here. Now, on the power grid, he, in terms of intelligence, he's ranked 3. 2 strength, 2 speed, 2 durability, 1 energy projection, and then 3 fighting skills. So my guess is this wasn't necessarily a super powered hero. This is probably just a
It's a street level character, street level hero. Yeah.
So abilities: the Falcon is a very good hand-to-hand combatant. Paraphernalia, equipment. While the Falcon's costume does not enable him to fly, it does enable him to glide through the air with ease.
Nice.
And then the note section here, Carl Burgess should not be confused with Sam Wilson, the modern age hero that presently operates under the name Falcon. All right, so now let me just go over to the other thing here, Mystic Comics. And you like some of the names they have it: Marvel Mystery, Daring Mystery,
Yeah,
and
I like
Mystic.
them. Makes me
The
want to
first,
pick it up at the spinner racks back in like what 1940, something like that.
uh-huh. Well,
Yeah,
no, I don't even think they had spinner that far back. They were being
like
sold in the newsstands, I believe.
newsstands, like shelves and stuff. I guess. When did they
Yeah,
come up with spinner rack? Was it in the 50s or 60s? I forget.
yeah, I believe so.
Yeah,
As we're heading into the suburban lifestyle after following the wars.
yeah.
Let me see. Let me find. Oh, there we go. That's the guy we're looking for. Hercules, David.
Hercules.
All right. So let's see now. Again, not going to read the whole history there because we'll read it in the. So power grid 4 intelligence, strength 5, speed 2, durability 4, energy projection 1, fighting skills 3. So attributes, powers, superhuman strength. David possesses sufficient levels of superhuman strength to lift over 30 tons.
Damn.
Superhuman durability, superhuman agility, superhuman speed, superhuman stamina. Abilities: genius level intellect. David possesses eidetic memory and can retain the knowledge of every book he has ever read. Now, this apparently, according to this, anyways, he's only had 2 appearances, and of course, the Falcon there only had 4, but still a couple of names there. So, with that, now that we've done the intros to the characters, Mighty Hercules.
Yeah, so Hercules basically is an avid reader and can lift a tank over his head. Right?
I would say so.
Yeah.
So, all right. So now, with all that being said, let's go ahead and go find the books to find the stories to read. And of course, as I said, we're going to start out with the crossover story.
Yeah. Cool. I want to be Namor.
Namor. Okay, I heard you want to be Namor and Human Torch as well.
Well, you could be Human Torch. I'll be Namor. How about that?
All right,
Yeah.
and we'll figure out the other characters as we go along.
Sure. Yeah.
So, as always, of course, we may be stopping here and there to give some commentary as we read along here. This stuff be out of 5. I would think so because there's no number higher than 5 on it. So those numbers are probably and the Marvel database is the only site that of all the Hey Kids Comics wiki sites.
Right.
They're the only site that actually has those power grid numbers.
How about that?
So
Huh. I know that.
here's Marvel Mystery Comics number 8. Something new, Human Torch.
I have
There's
a reprint of that one. In fact, yeah, I do.
Battles the Submariner. Look at the side there.
I
Also,
know.
Electro, Kazar the Great, Mask Raider. Look up here, huh?
Oh, that's the Angel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, since I never got around to, there were just so many. There are like 4 or 5 that I could have done at the very beginning
Oh, I
but
know.
I didn't do the. I had to skip on the Angel because
I get
you
it.
know.
He's the least popular character, pretty much.
Yeah. In this
Submariner.
in this issue, the Human Torch story follows the Submariner. The Human Torch and Submariner meet. So you said you wanted to do Namor, right?
Yeah, that's right.
You do Namor. I'll do Human Torch. Of course, I'll start up.
Nice.
So
Cool.
revenging himself on humanity for having attempted to electrocute him after he had promised to lend his powers to its cause, Namor, the Submariner, vows to destroy the human race. He has already wrecked a ferry boat, caused an elevated train to crash to the streets, and ripped the mooring mast of the Empire State Building when Betty, the policewoman, prevails on him to let up and warns him that the Human Torch is on his trail. Learning this, Namor returns to his self-appointed castle, the Statue of Liberty, to consider. So, any thoughts thus far on that intro right there? Any thoughts thus far?
He's ready to battle. He's ready to do it. Yeah. Pretty much explains it all.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, you're up.
So, they're going to send the torch after me. Let him come. He'll soon learn to respect me. Imbeciles. What shall I do next to impress them? I know, just the thing. Splash.
Namor propels himself swiftly through the bay toward a sub-chaser in the Brooklyn Navy Yard.
They should be here.
Namor detaches a depth bomb and
one ought to be enough.
Dives back into the bay. 10 minutes later, Namor buries a bomb directly over the hidden tunnel. Oh boy.
The Hudson Tunnel. Wow. This should be about right.
Setting the bomb, he swims rapidly away. The charge goes off, rocking every boat within 200 yards.
Let the torch consider that.
Now, here's the thing too. Here's the thing to think about too. What do you think would happen if he tried to throw one of those bombs at the torch?
Just explode.
Yeah, it would have be one hell of an explosion.
Oh yeah, it'd be a explosive. He'll be backed up. The Namor would be just backed up into the air. Be like, oh,
The rushing waters of the Hudson pour through the hole blasted by the depth charges. The tunnel underneath the river is soon flooded.
Now what?
As Namor plots further destruction, ambulances rush to the scene of the last disaster.
I know, the zoo.
As Namor heads toward the Bronx Zoo, he is spotted by a plane.
A police plane. Let it come.
Yeah, he's not bashful about fighting him, is he?
Oh, he's not. These planes would be helpless against a fleet of our aerial subs.
Namor rips the propeller off the plane and...
Poor fool. Now, Mr. Mayor, let's see if this will make you believe me.
At the Bronx Zoo. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
That does get annoying sometimes when that happens.
Yeah.
Namor lands in front of the large lion's cage in Bronx Zoo. Oh, I'll go ahead and do that because that's not Namor.
Yeah.
It's a Submariner.
Bah! Matchsticks!
Ew! Oh!
Go on, eat out their black hearts. Gorge yourselves.
Oh, that's a nice sentiment. Sending lions after him.
Wow.
As keepers push to intercept the hungry beast, Namor hurls an iron bar at them.
No, you don't. Ah!
The whirling bar cuts down the keepers like a scythe cuts down grass. But as Namor gloats, he is unaware of the danger behind them. Yeah, okay. If they're thinking Scythe, maybe they're also thinking the Grim Reaper, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. And stay there.
400 pounds of raging fury lands on the submariner's back. So the very lions, the very lions he released to go after them are now
Yeah,
coming after him.
just freedom. This is the payback right there.
Yeah. Namor hurls the lion from him. As he does, another charges, but the submariner, the submariner's mighty fist explodes against the jaw of the snarling beast, killing it. Wow, killing a lion with one punch, that's
Oh yeah,
gotta be.
it's
Ah.
hard. Now for the snake house.
Hmm. In the snake house, as the poisonous reptiles leave their shattered cage, Namor rages away. A few minutes later, he arrives at the elephant house.
Ah, a killer.
Hate gleams in the beast's small eyes as Namor grips the bars.
Just what I'm looking for.
The elephant trumpets angrily as Namor rips out the thick bars.
Shut up, you're getting out.
As the killer crashes out of the cage, Namor snaps the leg irons of a second elephant. A panic is created when the elephants appear. Help!
Holy
Holy
Hannah!
Hannah!
Oh!
Led by the killer, the rampaging herd thunders through the park, destroying everything in its path.
Oh!
In her frightened rush to escape, a nurse stumbles and the baby carriage upsets, throwing the baby out. Ooh. Directly in the path of the charging beast, Submariner sees the helpless infant and his pity is awakened.
She's left that poor kid to die.
Submariner lands in front of the huge killer. Straining his mighty muscles, he lifts the giant elephant off the ground and hurls him back at the bewildered herd.
Come on, kid.
Taking the baby in his arms, Submariner leaps through the air and lands on the roof of medical center. What the? The Submariner!
Yes, but I mean no harm. This kid needs someone to look after him.
He couldn't be as bad as they say. Bah, stupid idiots, you'll see.
That's me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was the other.
Stupid idiots, you'll see.
Flying through the air, Submariner sees the George Washington Bridge.
What's that? Ha! Another man-made monument. Well,
Submariner lands on the pedestrian walk of the bridge.
they won't think so much of it when I get through.
Bracing himself, he pits his mighty strength against a huge upright, and the upright crashes. Suddenly, a blazing figure sails through the air and lands on the bridge.
That human torch.
As the torch lands on the bridge, Submariner picks up a steel girder and hurls it at him. How's this, Submariner?
It's melting. Bah! I'll fix you, hot stuff.
The torch laughs and lets loose a sheet of flame. Maybe. The flame wraps itself around Submariner. You've got...
Namor ignores as the water pours. Oh, yeah. What the?
No, I said the flame wraps itself around... Oh, what? Okay.
What the?
Namor ignores it as water pours from his body. But the heat's too great even for him. Yeah, that's got to be a lot of evaporation going on right there.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
As the torch follows, the Submariner races to the side of the bridge and... Come back, Water Rat, and fight it out. Leaps as the torch hurls balls of fire after him.
That torch will be tough to lick, but...
You'll have to come up sometime, and when you do...
I'll be back.
Attention! Do you want a surprise? Read the Human Torch now. Wow! I think that was a 10-pager right there. We went through that pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Wow! And I think the Human Torch story is going to be like 12 pages from what I remember.
Yeah.
The Human Torch by Carl Burgos. The Human Torch, now a member of the police department, has been detailed to capture the Submariner, who is carrying out his vow to destroy the city.
It's the torch. He's after the Submariner.
I've been sailing around like this for hours, and no sign of the Submariner. Maybe this police car has reports on that lunatic.
Pull up. It's the torch.
The torch subdues his flame. Any news on that waterman, Jeff?
Nope. He must have disappeared for a while. Thank goodness. Can we drop you off anywhere, Torch?
Yes, headquarters. Yes, headquarters. Later.
It's you, Torch. Where's the Submariner?
He's vanished, sir.
Your orders were to bring him in. Maybe you're scared.
Are you trying to insult me? Hi, Otto.
Before you hit me, remember you're a policeman and I'm your superior officer. Now let go.
Man, these two, Torch and Submariner, man, nobody wants to deal with either of them, huh?
No doubt. Those are sharp fuses. Oh. Chief, the Submariner is at it again. He's just tore down the elevator.
In a flash, the torch turns on his flame and flies through the wall. So he's on the loose again.
Hot-tempered lad. He'll be a worthy opponent for the Submariner. Well,
yeah,
Frank,
fire versus water, right? Fire versus water, right?
Well, Frank, what are you staring at? Get the Mason and have him mend that wall and call out the riot squad. Yes, sir.
Meanwhile, there's the wreck. There's the wreck. Blast it! That water bug is getting me mad. Now to fix this mess. First, I'd better straighten out those pillars. With a leap, the torch crashes into the twisted pillars, his body just hot enough to heat the steel, so it will bend to the desired shape. This is the last one. Leaping to the tracks, the torch soldiers the broken tracks as the elevated workers watch a one-man reconstruction job.
Get the derrick. Ready to haul up the cars.
The wheels are bent. A little heat and they're straight. Simple. And that's that.
Hey, Torch, a dame down there wants to see you.
Huh? Anything to oblige a lady, me fine, bucko. The torch lands and subdues his flame. It's you, Betty, the submariner's only friend.
Yes, I want a word with you, please.
uh, now, Betty, what's on your mind?
The submariner. You know, Torch, he isn't half as bad as you think, but he's mighty dangerous when aroused.
Listen, Betty, that water beetle has done enough damage. Besides, my orders are to bring him in, and that's what I'm going to do.
You're a fool. Attention! Police cars. The submariner was just seen atop the Empire State Building. Get him! Listen.
I think you should have probably said listen before
Yeah,
that.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're screwy with
That lettering. Yeah.
Now I'll get that guy. Step on it, Betty.
I can't.
The torch turns on his flame.
No, actually, it's the bottom of this.
Okay.
Yeah. We're caught in a traffic jam.
Blast it. Well, here goes.
Yeah.
The torch turns on his flame and leaps through the top of Betty's car. Oh boy.
What damage. God. The car is burning. But what'll I do?
Hold tight. I'll take care of it. In midair, the torch completes a backflip. And with lightning speed shoots down straight at Betty's auto. That's got to be a scary sight. You're on fire, and the dude just loops around and comes back at you. You hope that he's not going to obliterate your car at that point.
Absorb
right?
the flame. I think that's what he's going to do.
What do you think he's going to do?
Absorb the flame. Heavens, he'll crash into me. What's he trying to do?
Almost top of the car, the torch swoops into the air again, and the flames following him, their master.
Wow, that was close. I even felt the heat from this body.
Betty looked kind of scared, but the fire's out. Now for the submariner. As the torch nears the Empire State Building, he spots the submariner hurling the mooring mast to the crowded street below. Panic follows as the huge steel top crashes to the ground.
Gosh almighty, some people are trapped under it. How can we help them? Wait, look, the torch, he's heading for the mast.
The torch lands on top of the mast and lets his super hot body cut through the steel. Just a little more heat, and I'll free those people pinned under this. Later, the torch subdues his flame. Yeah, I like how they say that. You
Yeah.
you don't hear people say subdue as much anymore.
No.
Today we would usually say like turn off his flame or something like that. But you notice they use the word subdue here.
Yeah, a lot. That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So and helps carry the mangled bodies from under the mast.
Get after the Submariner, Torch. We'll take care of these people.
The torch turns on his flame and leaps into the air. Right! The torch, lighter than air body zooms up swiftly to the top of the Empire State Building. Let me just see here where we. All right. That looks like it. Okay. The submariner's gone. He must have fled right after hurling that mast. Wonder where he went. What's this I see? Animals running loose? Where did they come from? There's only one answer, the zoo. And it's my guess it's some more of the submariner's work. Playful cubs, playful cuss, this submariner, but I'll meet up with him sooner or later. Almost sounds like he's marveling at his opponent, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right now, I've got to get those animals back in their cages. Like a blazing comet, Torch lands in the center of the rampaging animals. With angry growls, the animals retreat from the blazing man. Even they know instinctively they don't want to get burned.
Nope.
Suddenly, a tiger leaps at a guard. Huh?
Help!
How do you like the heat, tiger? He broke loose.
There's Bullseye. That's one killer less, right? And now, that's one killer less.
Now it's your turn to step on my line.
Yeah.
Right. And now to get the others inside their cages. The torch raises his arm and moves it in a circle. Instantly, a ring of hot flames trap the other beast. Look at that! Look at that! He does this, and then he's circling the flames around the beast. I think we've seen a few of those type of tricks before in superhero comics, haven't we?
Yeah.
I know that's one of the ways the Flash actually creates more friction too. More air.
There's some tornadoes with his arm movements.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A sharp order from the torch, and the flaming circle begins to move.
Well, I'll be.
The hot flames separate the growling beast and force them into their respective cages. Wow! So he's basically creating like funnel lines to each of their cages. Kind of directing them that way.
But how are we going to keep the animals in their cells while the bars are ripped out?
Come, I'll show you. See, I hold the bars in my hands and let the steel drip just enough to solder on the bottom part.
Incredible. Yet I've seen it with my own eyes.
Well, we know that Marvel became known more as kind of the science, whereas DC would eventually become more like the supernatural kind of like.
Yeah.
But but we see how Marvel would eventually embrace like science and
And CC magic. Yeah.
yeah. So the torch then subdues his flame. By the way, how were these bars ripped out?
The Submariner paid us a visit.
I see. Have you any idea which way he went?
None. Look out, the gorilla. He's coming to jump.
Before the torch can move, the huge beast lands on top of him. And with a sweep of his arms, lifts the dazed torch over his head. In the next moment, the gorilla sends the torch flying toward a brick wall. So basically, he does what became known in professional wrestling as a gorilla press slam or military press slam.
Yeah, he's the first one to do it, huh?
Well, actually, it was Gorilla Monsoon who was actually credited with introducing it in the world of professional wrestling. That's
Did
why
he do it in 1940?
No, he did it in 19. Actually, I don't think he was wrestling yet in the 40s. He started wrestling in the 50s.
Okay, so this gorilla's the first one.
Well, he was probably the first one to do it, but they weren't calling it a gorilla press slam at that point.
No, he's the first one that came. he did the act in the comic books. Yeah, there he is.
Half conscious, the torch senses danger and turns on his flame, split seconds before hits the wall. I think they should have put in he hits the wall. But
yes, melts right through it.
Lucky I turned on my flame. The wall would have crushed me. Blazes, he's going to dash the guard's head on the pavement.
Oh no!
This will stop that ape. Just as I thought, he let go of the guard. Boy, look at that baby jump. The gorilla, maddened by the torch's ball of fire, rambles up the side of the building in an effort to escape. Oh no, you don't, big boy. And that finished him. So look at that. He throws the gorilla off a height.
Yeah. Torch. Oh, torch.
Betty, what's up?
The Submariner. He's wrecking the George Washington Bridge.
This time he won't get away from me. Later. There's that water rat.
Well, at least we meet, Firebug?
Firebug, water rat.
Yeah.
They have some interesting nicknames for each other, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
As a torch lands on the bridge, a steel girder greets him. Ha! How's this, Submariner?
It's melting. Bah! I'll fix you, hot stuff.
The torch laughs and lets loose a sheet of flame. Maybe. That wraps around Submariner, Namor. Namor ignores it as his sprinkler system starts to work. So they call the water that comes off of his body his sprinkler system.
Yeah.
But the heat's too great.
That torch will be tough to lick, but
I can't follow him there, but you'll have to come up sometime. And when you do,
I'll be back.
The battle of the comic century, fire versus water, a fight to the finish. Read about the most famous fight in action picture magazines, the meeting of those super characters, the Human Torch and the Submariner. 22 pages of sizzling action. Watch for the next issue of your favorite magazine, Marvel Comics.
Da-da-da!
Right. So before we, of course, we get ready to move on to the next story. And I'm gonna actually have to step away. I'm gonna, after I do this part, I'm gonna need to step away from the camera for a moment before
Right,
we start reading. So,
right.
but before we do all that, um, overall impressions of this story.
Very entertaining. It had two sides of the story. You get the Submariner side in the first chapter, and then the Human Torch's side of the story. Two
Yeah,
different
I noticed that
perspectives.
too. It took
Yeah,
me a second to realize that
yeah.
too, but
I
that
enjoyed
is
it.
that is some very very interesting way of storytelling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, any other observations in regards to the writing or art or anything like that?
No, it's your basic 1940s early art. These guys had to rush it through to get it finished. That's why some of the art looks a bit rushed, and they can only do so much time for each page. Back then, you had to really get your pages out for the other guys to ink it, to letter it, all that stuff. I mean, it's such tight deadlines back then. Didn't it have enough to actually uh, have the to actually create further quality in the art itself. It has to be just there to actually recognizable, and you know what they're doing, and off to the presses. And yeah,
All right. All right. So let me set up, of course, the next story. Let me set that up, and then after I get that all set up, as I said, I'm gonna need to step away from the computer for a few minutes, or a couple minutes. So I'll have you. I guess if you want to further promote your stuff or talk to the chat or whatever
hmm
while I'm away, feel free to do so.
all right. So let me see if it's my screen is still up or not. Hmm.
Yeah, I guess I can.
Go ahead. Let me go ahead and share my screen again real quick before you leave. Okay, let me do this here. All right, getting back. Yeah, to my film. There he is. Go ahead and yeah, get there.
All right.
Yes, back to Fanbat. Good plug. Fanbat Volume 1. A girl bit by a vampire at her go-go club. She gains supernatural powers, makes friends, and vows to kill the beast who destroyed her humanity.
Let's see.
Still with 13 backers. Refresh the page. Not really expecting anything, so we'll see. You never know who backs this today. You never know. And let's see. Yep, still remains the same. But yeah, you guys go ahead and back at you get the wraparound cover. Looks great. Full size. Looks like a full scale battle going on. You get $25. Get the midnight variant cover, the moonlight variant cover. I like the moon. Looks great. $20. You get the blank sketch cover. You can draw your Finbat, some other characters, around the background, however you want to do it. Make it look cool. Never know, you may sell a really good art from a blank cover. I've seen a lot of these guys at conventions sell them for a top price. $70, you get all three covers. You get the, the original wraparound main cover, Moonlight variant cover, and a blank sketch cover. For $7, you get Enforcer Inc. versus Devastator mini comic, 24 pages, full color, all ages, by the way. If you have a niece or nephew or a son and a daughter, it'd be a great gift. They'll really enjoy it. For $125, you get the Finbat Fiesta Everything tier. Yeah, all three copies. You get the wraparound cover, get the Finbat Moonlight variant cover, and the sketch cover, plus a limited edition bookmark, two prints, one 11 by 17 fold out poster, one bonus mystery ashcan, and Enforcer Inc. versus Devastator mini comic. Great deal, by the way. If you want original art, yeah, $400 per page. But plus, I will add Fembat Volume 1 wraparound cover uh, as a complimentary gift for buying an art page. Let me know in the notes if you'd like me to sign the page or not. So, and now I'll have some more tiers along the way before I close it out May of next year. So, yeah. Yes, this is my first crowdfunding, and but the ad originally she appeared in an Altera Comics ad, Dark Dominion #10. She also appeared as seductive vamp about to seduce Cecil in Cash Grab Fan Book #1. And she has some early appearances. She will be in a Devil Flyer book, like somewhere in the background, like a little cameo. I like to add this character to some cameos. Very fun work. And there you go. All right.
All right. So now I'm back. So now let's get back to our trip down comics history lane here. Now we're getting into Daring Comics, Daring Mystery Comics, Volume 1, Issue 5. Going to probably be reading a couple stories from here. So let's see. Daring Mystery Comics #5, Action, Adventure, Thrills. Fiery Mask, The Falcon, K4 and the Sky Devils. Plus, many other great new features. Oh, now there was a way to attract some people. Huh? Look at how the girl is trussed up there.
Oh yeah.
You knew that was getting some attention, didn't you?
Oh, snappy. Yeah. Fiery Mask. Yeah.
And this, I think, is a reprint or something. Because look at how fresh the panels are here.
Oh yeah. Project the Tiger Man. I never heard of this guy. Huh.
Yeah, one of many. There were a lot throughout many of the comics. There were a lot of jungle adventure types.
Oh yeah.
That was a popular theme among the entertainment sector.
Sure.
Well, I mean, we got Tarzan and Sheena for two of them right there.
Hazar.
Hazar in Marvel, yeah.
Black Panther, etc., etc.
I don't know if Black Panther was back in this time.
No, not this time. No, later on.
He came later, yeah. Here we go. Monaco, Prince of Magic by Larry and Antoinette.
Ah.
On his way back to America, Monaco is entertaining the passengers in the ship's theater with feats of magic. This young lady will now disappear before your eyes. Monaco, point, and a ring of fire circled her.
Oh!
Which suddenly explodes into a puff of smoke.
She's gone! Amazing.
Slowly, the smoke floats out over the heads of the audience to a vacant seat. And in a flash of light, the girl reappears.
Oh. I'm Lady Olga, and this Lady Anne, Monaco. You're a marvelous. We don't understand how you could possibly do that last trick.
It all goes back to my childhood in India. When I was still quite small, my mother and father were sent far back into the interior of India as missionaries. One night they came near a cruel tribe that practiced witchcraft and were far advanced in magic and the black arts. That night, the cruel tribe held a weird ritual, and suddenly, our entire camp, some distance away, disappeared into thin air. A flash of light, but by some mysterious means, I was the sole survivor. So look at the little boy right there running.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They wanted me as a sacrifice to one of their many gods, but the chief stepped in and saved my life. He raised me and taught me all his knowledge of magic and the black arts, endowed me with supernatural and mysterious powers.
Mm.
Like the old snake, the old rope out of the jar trick.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I was about 16, a company of colonial soldiers finally caught up with this cruel tribe and wiped them out. They took me back to civilization, and I was sent to England by the consular general to be educated. I spent many years in England and graduated from a prominent university. Since then, I have traveled a great deal, spending quite a while in India trying to right some of the wrongs of this tribe. Small bits of their knowledge of magic leaked out and is still practiced by fakirs. That's fakir, not another nasty word.
Yeah. 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 Right.
Uh, I believe a fakir is like I guess
Mm.
a sage or a magic man or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I am the only one in the whole world with all the mysterious powers and the full knowledge of the magic of this now extinct tribe. And I hope to put it to use for the good of the world.
A most marvelous experience, and to think this all happened to you. We must hurry and get dressed for dinner. We'll see you later, Monaco.
As Lady Anne steps into her stateroom, she is immediately set upon by two men.
Go ahead.
I got her, Mike. Get the rope and tie her up.
Oh,
Okay, here it is. That's a neat job. She can't even squeak. Let's get her in this bag and get out of here. Oh, they start down the hall with the bag. It's all clear. Let's go. Those fellows are acting suspiciously. I wonder what's in that bundle. Hurry over the side with her. This'll be the end of her.
oh, wow.
Monaco gestures, and the bundle stops just above the water. Wow!
Oh, yeah.
Imagine seeing that sight live.
Oh, cool.
As Monaco waves his hand, the bundle comes back up again and speeds after the two thugs.
Wait for me. I'm coming.
The woman's a witch. We can't get rid of her. Quick, through this door. They slam the door, and the bundle is left on the deck. That gave them quite a scare. They seem to be up to something. I wonder what's in the bundle. It has rather an odd shape. Any reason why it has an odd shape?
Yeah. There's a woman inside. There you
Yeah.
go.
Uh-huh. Why? Why it's moving? There's someone in it.
Uh,
Lady Anne, what happened?
oh, it was terrible. Those men stole my jewelry and planned to throw me into the ocean to cover up the deed.
They can't get far aboard ship. Later, here comes that phony magician. I'll teach him to keep his nose out of my business. Quickly, Monaco gestures, and the gun seems to change. Rather big to be playing with a water pistol, aren't you? What happened? The gun's full of water? Monaco gestures again. Not only that, but you're in your bathing suit. What? Why? So I am. Monaco goes through his clothes. There's no sign of any jewelry here. Here's your clothes. Your friend must have the jewelry. The clothes reassemble themselves on him. Imagine that. Imagine having your clothes come back and basically dress you.
Yeah, it's
Talk
different.
about dress. Talk about dressing yourself, huh?
Yeah.
I'm dressed again. It's amazing. Now I'll have to find your pal. Monaco waves his hand and bars see and bars see to surround the man. You wait here. I'll be back to take care of you later. I guess I'll have to. That fellow is a real magician. He sure got me into a mess quick, and I thought he was a phony. Meanwhile, the other thug has been waiting, watching the show.
So he got Mike. He's not getting me. I'm getting him first with
Okay,
this
I,
little.
I thought I had done both gangsters, but hey, if you
Oh,
want to take the green,
he's wearing a green suit. It's like, with this little knife, it hasn't failed yet.
the knife missed and Monaco picks it up. Maybe I can show you how a knife should be thrown. The thug dodges and the knife whizzes by.
Miss Wise Guy,
The knife turns in midair.
it's coming back again.
Yes, I thought I'd have another try. Speaks
Ugh.
through the knife. I got you this time.
Don't.
Tell me where the jewels are, or I'll cut you to ribbons.
What jewels? What, what the? They talk too much. I'm going crazy.
What? Oh,
Why, yes, of course.
oh yeah. Oh, why us? Of course. You haven't forgotten already.
Hey there, take them. They're full of spooks. Take that knife away.
Oh, I see what happened.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, if you'll come with me, we'll pick up your pal, and I think the captain will reserve a spot for you in the brig. Here are your jewels, Lady Anne.
Really? How did you get them so soon?
I met the two gentlemen who bothered you and persuaded them to give up the jewels.
How wonderful. I hope that it didn't put you to too much bother, and I want to thank you for it.
It was no bother at all. On the contrary, it was a pleasure. Follow Monaco's adventures in the next issue of Daring Comics.
Ah, nice.
All right, so overall impressions of this story.
There's a lot of magic going on. This guy knows his stuff. It's intriguing. He has a talking knife at the perpetrator. That was pretty fun. And all these other stuff. And yeah, good story.
And it looks like we have a visitor, or at least came in for a moment.
Yeah.
Um, the
Dotard
Howard
F F
Ellis,
F Ellis. Yeah.
yeah, Ellis,
Claned Clay.
Claned Claymore year to. Oh, he's probably asking about Clannad and Claymore were a couple of animes that came out in 2007.
All right, nice.
So, Clannad was basically kind of a, um, I believe like a harem type anime. You know, you had a bunch of I don't know if it was harem. I think I knew there were a bunch of girls in it, so
Right.
probably a doji anime. And then Claymore was kind of a sword and sorcery with girls being dressed up as knights, and
Mm.
so. Anyways, now we'll go down to the other one. Of course, there's Marvex,
Oh yeah,
Super Robot.
seen that guy.
Yeah, I think you may have read him with me before.
Yeah, I've read. I've got the Daring. I got that book, that hardcover. That's the 4 issues on it.
Yeah,
It's got Marvex
let's
in it.
see. Uh,
Whirlwind Carter.
Whirling Carter. Let's see. The other one we're gonna do here, of course, is the Falcon. As soon as we get down to him,
Yeah.
so we got a tech story here, which was common back then, "The Death Clutch" by T.K. Hawley.
Ah.
Breeze Barton.
Art's actually pretty good on this one.
Huh?
The art is pretty good in this one. It's not bad.
Well, I think it's brighter because this is a reprint. It looks like.
All right.
Because from what I understand, these ones are more like reprints. You know, when they reprint the comic, they're seeing Little Hercules.
Yeah.
I was thinking of reading this one too, but I just felt like
the Falcon.
I didn't know we were going to have enough time with everything else we were trying to do, and especially considering how I try to get at least one story from each book we read. So, The Falcon. All right, so I was the Human Torch, you were Submariner, and then I did Monaco.
Okay, I'll do the Falcon. Yeah.
All right, that's what I was going to ask, if you wanted to do the Falcon.
Yes, that'd be great. Yeah.
All right. Meet the Falcon, nemesis of the underworld. Criminals tremble at the mention of his name. For escape, they may the long arm of the law. Wait. Okay, let me try that again. Meet the Falcon, nemesis of the underworld. Criminals tremble at the mention of his name. For escape, they may the long arm of the law. There's no escaping the clutching talons of the Falcon. Police arrive to investigate a mysterious tragedy.
He's dead, all right.
Carl Burgess, brilliant young assistant district attorney, on the case.
Funny case, Mr. Burgess. Not a mark on him. His name's Jeff Willen, and yes, what's this? Wand of Death, huh? What can that mean? What was it in?
Hold on. The trail points to a well-known enemy of the law.
Willen was an enemy of Sunga, that racketeer doctor, and yes, and other enemies of Sunga have died.
Sunga? It sounds like they're dealing with a witch doctor.
Yeah. Yes, Mr. Burgess.
At police headquarters.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Let me do the police.
Yeah. Do it. Do it.
Sorry. Yes, Mr. Burgess. No marks on any of the victims, and they all received wands like this.
I'll call on Dr. Sunga.
In the office of the sinister physician. You can't come in here.
I'm already in. Where's Dr. Sunga?
I'm Dr. Sunga. Is this about the death of Mr. Willen?
Right, and we connect you with the killing.
Splendid. I killed Willen by sending him a curse. Why not put me on trial, Mr. Prosecutor? Actually, I forgot something. Knowing that the curse story would fall in court, Carl Burgess leaves. Oh, okay. So I guess I could have put that back. So,
Yeah.
what? Why not put me on trial, Mr. Prosecutor?
You know the case would fall down. Nobody believes in curses.
No, knowing that the curse story would fall down in court, Carl Burgess leaves and becomes the Falcon. Now look at his costume right there.
Yeah, it's almost like the angels when you think about it. It has the red and it has those wings, the yellow wings,
Hmm.
similar to the angel. But yeah, he's the
Yeah.
falcon. Now to get really busy on this case.
Dr. Sunga gets news that the Falcon is after him. What do I care? He's hunting me. Go and hunt him. As the Falcon seeks the clue to the killings, here he comes. I'll get him. Lightning swift, the Falcon spins his car out of danger.
Whew, that was close. And now to get that assassin. I want to talk to you. Uh, Give me that pistol and come along. Dr. Suga set you on me, didn't he?
I ain't talking.
Come on, tell me about this wand of death business.
You can't make me. Oh, in the Falcon's hideout, the thug is defined until.
Then I'll have to little target practice.
No, don't. I'll tell. What Dr. Sunga calls a curse is really only
Wait, somebody's knocking.
special delivery for Mr. Turvey. Turvey, that's my name. Oh, the wand of death.
Quick, tell me what its power is.
The thug dies without revealing the secret.
Suga knew he was here and silenced him.
In Dr. Sunga's laboratory. Turvey's dead, boss, but the Falcon lives. I want him to live. Now he'll believe in the curse. But the scientist does not know that Burgess and the Falcon are the same person. The Falcon is connected with the prosecutor's office. He can convince Burgess that the curse works. I guess maybe in this case the the narration is actually is coming after the.
Yeah. And it's the bottom one.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah. Yeah.
it seems like the narrations are coming after the speaking.
They are. Yeah. You mean go ahead and say? Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
oh
You go
no
first.
chemicals, no poison, but I have a hunch.
Nor does Doctor Sunga know that the Falcon too is a scientist. Um, oh, that's you up there.
We're dropping the case, Doctor.
Then you're convinced that the curse works. Next day, Dr. Sunga receives a call. Okay. They keep switching it up here.
Yeah.
That does kind of get it. Later in Dr. Sunga's laboratory, the Falcon convinced him now the fool's usefulness is done. I'll wipe him out. That same afternoon, the Falcon finds a package on the table.
Here it is. What I suspected.
An X-ray shows what the box contains.
It's a wand of death. He's out in the open. I'll get him.
The Falcon heads for Sunga's headquarters.
Here comes the showdown.
His enemies prepare to receive him. We'll get him, boss, as he comes in the door. Something went wrong. Here comes the Falcon. But the shrewd Falcon avoids the trap at the door.
They may be looking for me inside. I'll get at them from above.
He was here a minute ago. He's gone now. We better watch the door. He will be up soon.
I'm already here.
I'll shoot the box and... But the Falcon drops quickly to the floor.
That tells me what I want. It's the box, not the wand, that touches off death with that evidence.
Dr. Sunga presses a button. But you'll never live to tell about it, Falcon. The Falcon falls below with a splash.
But I will live and expose you.
The hungry crocodile rushes its prey.
Look at Dr. Zunga's pets.
The Falcon clings to the beast's tail.
Now I'll get it set for a ride.
The huge beast's tail flips, and the Falcon is hurled upward.
If I can reach that trap door, I've made it.
Smug in his fancied victory, Dr. Sunga already plans new crimes. The Falcon is done for now. Our next job. Looking into the open, the Falcon finds a gun.
Now I hold the winning card. Make no move. I've doped it all out. Each box with a death wand includes a killing charge of static electricity. Whoever opens it dies. Catch it, Dr. Zunga.
The Falcon hurls the box at Sunga. As the box breaks, Dr. Sunga is killed by his own science. Wow, he just offs him just with his own death trap.
March, you men! Give yourselves up to the cop on the corner.
We surrender. We're guilty of everything. Okay, but let me catch my breath first.
That's
in the district attorney's office.
That Sunga gang surrendered, and its head died strangely.
Oh,
yeah, that's you.
Indeed, who'd have thought it? All right, so what do you think of this story?
Again, the Falcon has scored. He scores again in the next issue of Daring Comics. It's good. I like a bit of a detective work. Very clean type story. Very specific. It's easy to follow. Yeah, very nice.
All right, so let's see where we're at on time here. Obviously, I think we still have enough time to get to the last story, obviously. Like hour 19, we should be able to get through that. All right, so let me just get to that then. How have you liked my voice work so far?
Good job. Yeah, they're different.
I'm trying to differentiate them as much as I can.
Yeah. Yeah, you got the Monaco down pretty good.
Yeah. Hmm.
All these comics. Wow.
Well, yeah, the anthologies back in this day were pretty good. Nowadays, of course, you have like basically every book's now a feature book, basically.
Yeah, not pretty much. Yeah, I think they do a lot of these anthologies just to figure out which would be a standout character in some
Yeah,
of these stories. They kind of experimented.
yeah, but they went with anthologies for a long time. I mean,
Yeah,
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 over time, right now, most of these books had like 7 or 8 features in them
yeah.
for the
It's
most
great.
part, and
Yeah,
then they eventually would go down to 4, and then down to 3, 2.
even maybe 2 stories. That's
Yeah.
one story. Yeah,
But throughout the 40s, most of them were like 7 to 8
yeah,
pages.
yeah. It's like the pulps were. Mm.
All right, so let's get to the last story in Mystic Comics, Volume 1, Issue 3. Gonna get to the Hercules story here.
Oh,
All right, so Mystic Comics. Number 3, Mystery, Thrills, Adventure, Action, 10 cents. Blue Blaze, Hercules, Invisible Man, Flexo, Decor, the Magician, Dynamic Man. And there's, of course, a Blue Blaze right there on the cover.
yeah, yeah. He's cool.
Wonder what that contraption is
Oh
that
my
girl.
gosh, it's like trapped in that. It's like a well, it's like one of those hot sauna boxes or something. I don't know what that
Yeah.
is.
It's funny because I think I saw that kind of thing in a like a old Fleischer Popeye cartoon.
Yeah, right.
There's the Blue Blaze.
Yeah, that's cool. Do they have a Mystic Comics number 5? I'm sure in this website.
Yeah, I think so. This is number 3, and I
I'm
think
very intrigued because the Blazing Skull. It's one of the earlier characters. His first appearance was in Mystic Comics number 5. I like to some one of these days go through it. Go whenever.
well, maybe we will in a few months.
Yeah,
Yeah, depending on things. So
yeah.
Hercules. Dr. David, idealistic master of science, left civilization, um, 20 years ago to rear his baby son as a perfect physical and mental specimen. So basically, in order to raise a child
Mhm.
as a perfect physical and mental specimen,
Yeah,
just take him away from civilization, take him away from all distractions, right?
yeah. Take away from the carbs too.
Yeah. Hmm. On a lonely Arctic island, the boy learns to stand um,
Hard weather,
hard weather and
great
great
labor.
labor. Yeah, this scan's probably not as good as the other two.
Yeah, I I could be the little kid. You go ahead.
All right. You have developed. Okay, I'll just let you be Hercules then in this
Yeah.
case.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. You have developed you have developed um
Fine.
finally son I have high hopes.
Thank you, Father.
And his increase in size and strength is matched by his brilliant mind. You have mastered all this scientific knowledge. Splendid.
I want to learn all I can.
As the boy becomes a huge, powerful man, the doctor dies. I'm dying, but I'm happy you have become so fine a specimen.
I'll carry on your studies, Father.
Back in civilization, two gangsters, uh, um, two two hangers on of the circus gang confer.
I'll be the guy in the bowler hat. You could be the green suit guy.
All right. Say, me look, I just heard of a chance to make money.
Money's what we need, Garten?
See, there's a report of a wild giant up on Snowy Island.
Let's bring him back. He'll be a big draw with the show.
I wonder who that big giant is thinking of.
It'd be Hercules.
Maybe.
I think that's you.
All right. What's the matter? Seeing things?
And how? Look through these glasses at the shore.
Oh, oops. Chartering a boat. The circus
Rats.
circus rats sail into northern waters, and what Millock saw on the island.
He needs clothes.
The partners land and begin to stalk the man mountain. Look at that. Look at that footprint. He must be a giant.
But we'll outsmart him.
Here he comes.
Be ready with that gas bomb. Got him.
There, that'll send him to sleep. Awakening, the young giant finds himself in the ship's hold.
What's this? I've been unconscious.
Hi there, Hercules. Hercules Hercules, will you be peaceable if I come down and talk?
I'm always peaceable, but what?
Let me do the talking. You're going to America with us into the show.
I've always wanted to see America. My father came from there.
All right. No arguments. And after some days on the ship returns to the home port.
That's America. We're getting close.
Go below. Go below, Hercules. Nobody must see you without pain. And almost immediately, a new sensation comes to the show world. Gorton Millock.
presents.
Screw it. I'm not.
Gordon Roanoke presents the Man Mountain Hercules, biggest man on Earth.
All right, so let's see. Hercules is an immediate sensation.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Ladies and gents, this is Hercules, tallest titan of all time.
What a giant! Whew.
And
Oh,
a reporter comes to interview him.
I'm Bobby Drew of the Daily Globe. You must make lots of money. Money? Well, no, just my keep. But that's not right. They should pay you well. Look out, Miss Drew. Help, Bill kill us.
Uh, a monster wild bull has escaped from the menagerie.
I'm not afraid of that thing. If I could get a good grip, conquer that monster, impossible.
A moment of struggle, and the bull's spine snapped. Ooh! Ouch!
Crack! There goes his neck. I never saw such strength.
Another has seen the
The feet.
feet.
Garden Hercules.
Garden Hercules boss.
Yeah.
Muscles like an elephant. He's dangerous.
A man like you should be more than a mere circus freak. Leave this job, do something actual. Now that you suggest it, maybe I will.
But Garten overhears. So the big lug's going to run out on us, huh? The two circus rats are enraged.
You say he's leaving us flat, Garten?
Yes, probably for some other show. Let's stop him. I don't think that's what she would. I don't know. I don't think that's what the reporter was suggesting.
No. You don't leave this show, Hercules. Look out, he has a gun.
Let's see. But like lightning, the giant springs.
Don't point that gun at me. I'm through with your show, gentlemen. Bravo, Hercules.
I wonder if between this Bobby Drew and Hercules, I wonder if this is the start of a beautiful friendship, maybe?
Maybe. Yeah.
Get the quote there?
Yeah.
And Hercules strides away with his new friend.
Where were you when the roof fell in?
Let's see. Before Hercules and Bobby have gone.
Hercules, look, they're ahead of us.
Dam breaks, releasing a flood of water.
That water will drown all the valley, kill hundreds. I must work fast.
A heave of great muscles, and Hercules fells a tree across the path of the torrent.
Yeah. If the other dam broke, this one may hold. Oh yeah, there's
Oh, yeah.
narration.
The runaway river is curved again.
You're just in time. Now there'll be no flood.
Let's see. Emergency crews make the whole work fast and safe. Who's that giant?
They call him Hercules. He saved us from drowning.
Hmm. We owe our lives and our homes to you. What reward would you want? Ask for anything.
All I ask is your thanks. It was a little thing for a strong man to do. Trouble in town, Hercules? What's this?
Right. And the man of might is ready for a fight against evil. Actually, I should probably let you.
Oh, crime, cruelty, maybe. I can stop such things.
And the man of might is ready for a fight against evil. Watch him in action in the coming issue of Mystic Comics. All right.
Ta-da.
So, how overall impressions of that story?
Yeah, it's adventurous. A display of strength and heroism. And yeah, he pretty much saves the day. Your basic hero tale for the modern times of 1940.
Yeah. And hello, Metal. I know I was
Metal.
the Metal's here from the
Hey,
Vomitorium.
hello. All right.
Yeah. So, all right. So with that, that's the last story we were doing there. So, oh wait, and I think I just did ask you overall impressions of that story, right?
Yes, you did.
All right. All right. So now, before we, of course, get into this day and age history and stuff like that, and I'm gonna need to have you stay over for just a couple minutes for post show stuff if you don't mind.
Okay.
Oh, there's the medal again. No, I'm not. uh, so, all right. So we basically read 5 stories, even though 2 of them were kind of connected. So like one story arc there, the first one, obviously.
Right.
So of the basically you count the first 2 stories as one. So
Mhm.
of the basically the 4 stories over five features there. The 4 stories that we read tonight, what would you say was your favorite of the 4?
I would say
Most?
Human
And
Torch
why?
and
And why?
yeah, Human Torch and Submariner because they had 2 different perspectives and 2 different stories from 2 different characters' perspectives, and I like the way they put it on there for the reader.
Yeah, kind of concurrently slash
Mm,
consecutively.
right.
You know.
Yeah.
Hmm. All right. And now I know this question may be a little bit harder for you to answer because I know you seem to like all the stories. So, um, which one was the one you liked the least and why? If you
Mm,
had to choose one that you liked the least.
uh, what was that? It's one of them. I kind of forgot what we read.
So we read the crossover story,
Right. What
the
was the next one?
human. That's the one you chose as a favorite, and then the other 3 we read were Monaco,
Mm,
um, Falcon, and
mm.
Hercules.
Okay. Let's see. Uh, I think the Falcon is kind of less memorable. It seemed like a street level character. Yeah, he goes out. Was he like a prosecutor?
Mm-hmm.
He changes into costume. Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed more forgetful.
Yeah, the
compared to the other
Falcon was the one where he basically blew the bad guy up with his own trap.
Oh yeah, yeah, he did. Yeah, that was a good ending. That was so
Yeah.
different.
Well, I knew it was going to be hard for you to pick the least favorite because of the
Yeah.
fact, um, overall impressions of the art of the stories that were read tonight.
Well, very simple art that to get things done quickly. Rather a rushed type style, but uh, it was effective. You knew what was going on in the story, so they're good storytelling, and that's what the art provides.
All right. So with that part done, so now we're gonna start to wrap things up. And looks like we are gonna get within 2 hours here, so won't go too long here. Let me just review some things. So now that we're towards the end of the show here, now it's today being Sunday, November 10th, 2024. We're gonna take a look back at this weekend in Nietzsche history. History. So first off, we're gonna go back to yesterday, of course. We're going to first off go back 10 years ago. Yesterday is on yesterday's date 10 years ago. Um, Simpsorama, which was a crossover episode during the Simpsons 26th season between The Simpsons and Futurama. This was
Oh,
an episode where the cast of Futurama had guest starred on The Simpsons.
okay.
So on this date 10 years ago today, Simpsorama, the crossover episode between The Simpsons and Futurama, premiered on Fox on this date 10 years ago, back in
Huh,
2014.
huh. How about that?
All right. Now moving ahead to 2019, 5 years ago today, or 5 years ago yesterday, rather, on November 9th, 2019. AEW, I believe this is the first Full Gear pay per view. Now, Full Gear, of course, is this year's Full Gear is coming up 2 weeks here,
Hmm.
um,
Right.
2 weeks from yesterday. But on yesterday's date, back in 2019, from the Royal Farms Arena in Baltimore, Maryland, AEW held its first its first all first Full Gear pay per view. Of course, doing the commentary were Jim Ross, Excalibur, Taz, and somebody named Golden Boy, who's also
Right.
doing interviews. Um, but the night saw so the buy-in or the buy-in pre-show had Dr. Britt Baker defeat B Priestley. And then the main event of the show saw John Moxley defeat Kenny Omega in an unsanctioned lights out match.
Hmm.
Chris Jericho retained the AEW World Championship over Cody, aka Cody Rhodes, who had MJF in his corner. Jake Hager was in Chris Jericho's corner. Let's see. Riho retained the AEW Women's World Championship over Emi Sakura. Let's see. In a three-way tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships, SCU, also known as SoCal Uncensored, the duo of Frankie Kazarian and Scorpio Sky defeated the Lucha Brothers of Pentagon Jr. and Fenix and Private Party, Isaiah Cassidy and Mark Quinn, to retain the titles. Adam Page defeated Pac. Santana and Ortiz defeated the Young Bucks. So that happened 5 years ago yesterday, the AEW, the first AEW Full Gear event.
Great.
And now on this date, going back 30 years ago today, back in 1994, the 65th issue of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtle Adventures, from Archie Comics, went on sale on this date 30 years ago today. It sold for $1.50. It was 32 pages. So this is during the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventures run in Archie Comics. The 65th issue of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Adventures, Archie Comics, went on sale on this date in 1994.
Nice.
So, all right. So before we head out, I'm going to give you the floor one last time, Apex.
Let me go ahead and get my screen up real quick. Oh, right. Let's see. Yep. And let's go ahead and share. Here we go. And bang. Yep. Be sure to check out Finbat Volume 1 on Fund My Comic. It's 56 glorious pages of superhero horror action, some thrills, humor, and you'll really love it. There's a bookcase here with full of the CG books in this library that the Igor Van Sant has popped into, and there's the librarian, the cigar chomping Clay, who's keeps up with the librarian. He's a guardian of the library. And he says, "Welcome, Igor Van Sant. Take a load off and read a book. You might be here for a while. I'm Clay, and I'm not very pleased to meet you." And Igor says, "Clay, your books seem to be out of order. How do I find a book that I like to read?" "Look, wise ass, I didn't save your life just so you could bitch about my library. Damn it, I was getting this close to killing the death dealer. If it weren't for those stupid bat demons ganging up and stopping me." "Oh, hey, you're freaking welcome." "What? How did I get here?" "I teleported you here and saved your ass, you schmuck." So you get this little lowbrow
you're
fun
using
humor.
quite a bit of colorful language in your comic there, aren't you? There.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's not exactly for kids. Well, you got a babe with some bulletproof tatas and uh, monster fighting and, trying to do things right and trying to find the vampire who bit her in order to regain her humanity. It's a long journey for Fembat in this tale, but she meets up with villains, meets up with some friends. It's good 56 pages of good story, good action, and yeah, back at today. Thank you very much.
All right. All right. Well, with that, I thank everybody for being here tonight. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. Of course, next week I will actually have the metal on with me as we go through Archie, some stuff
Hey,
from
Carrie.
Archie.
Yeah, Carrie's here.
Um,
Hello.
we're actually going to be, yes, we're going to actually be. Oh, Carrie's here. Hey, Carrie.
Hey, let's see ya. Hooray,
Hi, Mike
hooray.
and Apex. Hey.
Yeah,
Oh,
check out
good night.
Frick.
Yeah, sorry. Well, just know this. I do keep the streams up. So if you want to go back and watch it again, that's
Yeah,
cool too. I'm sorry you missed the live version. I'm sure you'd have enjoyed the live version
yeah, watch the replay.
of the show, but you can always watch the reruns here. As it were, just go to my site, and just the um, just go ahead and click it. So with that, I do thank everybody for being here. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. And with that, we shall bid you all adieu, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Collecting and ciao for now.
Bye.